And it's been quite a journey so far.
Right. And 5 months later, now you're crushing easily 45, 50K months.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I know we chatted about this before, like I'm at 50K a month, more or less right now. And I honestly think it's great. Yeah, like the actual value, like the meat of the program is the infrastructure itself. Like you guys helped me open a business, gave me a good accountant.
Hey guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I got our really crazy client Andrei in an interview with me to discuss about his journey in our COD coaching program. He's just hit a very, very awesome milestone of 180,000 euros in revenue this year in 5 months. And he started from zero. He had some previous experience in e-commerce. He knows the in-betweens of the industry. And I want to get him here and to talk to you about his, let's say, personal experience with us. So without further ado, I'm going to let you introduce yourself to the guy.
Hey guys, as Sergio mentioned, my name is Andrei. I've been working with them for a couple of months doing this COD program, and honestly I can tell you they're very legit, and they're, I think, some of the hardest working coaches out there that I know. And honestly, they really care about, getting their clients results. They've been very helpful along the way, and they always over deliver, on daily stuff, advice, where if you're lost and all that kind of stuff, they're always there. So
thank you so much. Appreciate it. Well, I want to get into some of the questions, if you're cool with that, and trying to see where we get taken with it. So first things first, how did you discover me?
I actually think you might have slipped into my DMs or something a long time, or maybe one of your virtual assistants got into my DMs, and then, oh no, actually you added me as a friend. And we didn't chat, but I started seeing your stories that you're doing e-commerce in Eastern Europe. And I always found it interesting because I never thought about doing e-commerce in Eastern Europe. I basically thought that market is non-existent, like people don't buy online and all that stuff. And then I just continued seeing your stories of, cash on delivery, sales, ROAS, all that stuff. And I think eventually you slipped in my DMs afterwards, but I was like watching your stories for a while. Yeah, we started chatting, and I also run a digital marketing agency, but I was like looking for something else to, keep my skills in check. And I'm always down to learn new things and develop myself. And I was just like, this sounds like a cool thing. I might want to test it out. Being on the other side, actually being the owner of everything and trying to grow a business instead of growing a business for other people, like I found that very appealing. And
you wanted to have your own thing rather than...
There's like a different level of focus when you focus on building your thing instead of focusing, oh, I have these 100 clients and I need to build 100 things for each client. Like it's a different game, right? And I just wanted something to I wanted to explore and to see, if I can do it and all that stuff. And it's been quite a journey so far.
Right. And 5 months later, now you're crushing easily 45, 50K months.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I know we chatted about this before, like I'm at 50K a month, more or less right now. And I honestly think it's great, but I'm also like, chatting with you guys, trying to learn more on how to upgrade to the next level to 100K months, 500K months. And
We'll get there sooner rather than later.
Right now, I'm stuck in as you said, in the mindset of 50K a month, and I'm trying to upgrade myself and my business to make 100K months be a bad month.
What were you trying to solve in the beginning when you joined the program? What were your frustrations in regards with the e-commerce businesses that you would have wanted to try yourself?
I have actually tried running an e-commerce store many years ago, in 2017, 2016 or something. And basically I was doing drop shipping in the US. And back then, I guess the CPMs and the costs of purchasing a customer were way lower than it is today. But still, it was this thing of, shipping stuff from China, costs were all over the place, supplier shipping times, 4 to 5 weeks to deliver products to the US and all that stuff. And I just found that this is more like gambling. It was very annoying. I might have a good week, then a bad month. And I felt like it never really went anywhere. That's why eventually I got into other business ventures. But then when I started talking with you guys, I really liked the idea that, you kind of offered the infrastructure for the business, like the warehouse, the contacts from, abroad, that it can be like your partners in supplying you with products.
The little sneaky details that you wouldn't even normally think of.
The sneaky details, like it's not just about like, oh, I got a 5 ROAS on my ads and all of a sudden I'm a millionaire, right? Like it's about tweaking the small parts. Like instead of drop shipping directly from China, like maybe putting, a logo or something on the products that you get from China and shipping them to the warehouse so you can have one-day delivery and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're right. We were also discussing about that a lot of people get stolen by the shiny object syndrome, and they don't realize that a business can be non-existing with a very good ROAS, or you can have a very strong backend and the ROAS wouldn't really make that much of a difference. The idea is that ROAS doesn't say jack shit if your backend is fucked up.
Yeah. And also like this cash on delivery infrastructure, like it's not that popular, I would say, in the West, but like in maybe, South America and Eastern Europe and so on, like it's very popular. And a lot of people don't know about it. And a lot of people want to pay cash for products they order online. They don't want to use their credit card or, like these apps, Apple Pay, Google Pay, whatever. They just want to have somebody come to their house, deliver the product, and then here you go, take the cash. And with the infrastructure that I got from you guys, it's like I don't even think about it. Like it's already set, it's done, like it's there. I just focus on, researching products, doing all the import stuff with my partner, and then just selling products. So I think this is where a lot of the value of your program is. Like a lot of people don't realize.
That was actually my next question. Where do you see that the biggest value from our program came? And now you're actually going straight into answering it, so I'm not going to stop you again.
Yeah, like the actual value, like the meat of the program is the infrastructure itself. Like you guys helped me open a business. You guys gave me a good accountant. Literally, I already knew how the softwares need to be integrated. The warehousing partner, they're super good. I don't have employees because the warehouse takes care of everything. And we just chat through Slack or WhatsApp or whatever. And, the payment method, like it's super easy, just how everything works, like delivering to a customer, the cash gets sent to the shipping company and then they forward it in your bank account. Like it's all very easily done. Like I didn't need to like think about developing a software or something that integrates this with that. Like it's already, everything's perfectly matched together. And as you said, like I'm not a big fan of like, Stripe, PayPal, all of these things. And I was actually surprised to see that, cash on delivery has a very high pickup rate. I think on my store, I have over 90% pickup rate, which is great.
That's really good. That's really, really good. All right. Well, thank you so much for answering the questions. I'm curious next. What made you decide? What made you pull the trigger on the program and start working with us?
To be honest, I got on the call with you and I kind of liked your vibe. Like it's as simple as that. Like, when you talk with some, like I've been in a lot of coaching programs, like I spent over $100,000 on coaching programs. And when I got on the call with you, like I met like this young guy that, presented me all this stuff. And I don't know, I just liked your vibe. Like I felt like, oh, this guy is genuine. I feel like he's not, gonna screw me over, or he's not screw me over. Like a lot of people, they sell you something, but then once they got their money in the bank account, like it's very like, the program is very standard. Like it's very, this is what it is. You need to fill in the blanks, figure it out by yourself. But you guys were really helpful with, as you said, the small details and everything.
I gained your trust that I won't overpromise and underdeliver, something like that.
Yeah. You didn't, honestly, like I remember the call with you, like you didn't overpromise at all. Like I was like, because what you presented me was so good, and I was like, this guy could have definitely like made it seem like spectacular. But of course, there's still a lot of work in the background. You need to put in the work, you need to put in the research, you need to hustle, all that stuff. But like, I just felt confident that if I do this with you guys, it's gonna be okay, and it has been okay. Like if we talk about the initial promise of making $10,000 or 10,000 euros net a month,
net profit, yeah, so that people understand, because they have a little problem with differentiating between the two. Yeah, we're talking about 10K net profit in your pocket.
Yeah, like I'm not banking 50K in my pocket every month. That's a business, but I'm definitely banking more than 10K a month in my pocket at the end of the month after, taxes, expenses, employees, random things, products, ads. So it's the promise has been delivered, and now it's about what I said earlier, figuring out, okay, how do I get to the next level? And there are some things that, for people that reach this level, you need to figure out maybe on your own, maybe with your guys' guidance and all that stuff, but that's part of the game, and that's why we all...
Well, we're still going to be here, but if I have the permission from you, I would like to ask a few more questions about the actual business that you run at this point, like some insights about your numbers and your stats so far, if that's okay with you. So first off, to give these guys a context, you've been doing like actual selling of physical products through COD in Eastern Europe for like 5 months, something like this.
Yeah, so I actually joined your program, I think in September or October last year. But I would say I never really started selling until like January this year.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I remember as well.
I joined the program, you guys gave me like the roadmap, but then I was just like, honestly, I was just like stuck in product research, trying to find the perfect product, trying to make everything be perfect. And I realized now like that was just delaying a lot of my success, because a lot of it is just starting. Like start bad, start any way you can, but just start, and then you'll figure things out as you go. So I joined your guys' program, maybe, as I said, in September. I didn't really do anything with it for like 3 months, just asking you guys some questions, researching products, trying to find partners. But, I didn't actually, press the gas pedal, let's say. And then once the new year passed, I was like, okay, new year, new me. It's time to get serious with this. I also had a little bit more free time now, because the other business was sold and all that stuff, and I just had more free time, and I decided,
congratulations,
let's go all in on this. And it's still like, I'm still 5 months in, like nothing's perfect. I'm still making mistakes. Some days I'm super happy with how things are going. Some days I'm not, but it's all part of the process.
But still, 5 months in, you are at a very good place, in my opinion, with a new business. We'll get into that in a few seconds. I wanted to ask, how many products did you have to test eventually after figuring out that, okay, it's time to start testing products? How many products did you have to test before you found your first winner?
In my case, about 6 products, I would say 5-6 products, to find like a winner that I actually, order stock from and all that stuff.
Yeah. And how much did you have to spend on ads to find that?
Oh, I usually spend, $7 on an ad set, maybe $100 total for like 2 or 3 days to find a winner.
Okay, so you spent roughly like $500 before you found the first rock star.
Yeah, probably even less, I would say. Oh, if you're counting the products that I tested and didn't actually qualify, then yeah, it's probably $400, $500.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. I would say if you're a dropshipper and you don't want to hear any more from what we're going to talk, you should just exit this, because it's going to be very, very unusual. Because the next question is, how many winners are you selling currently? Right now I'm selling 4 winners. I've had several more winners in the past, but I just stopped selling them because like the season passed, or now it's close to summer, people want different products, or just because I have better products that bring me a bigger profit. Lower hanging fruits. Yeah, so might as well allocate resources to the products that bring me more money. So yeah. Yeah. So you said roughly that you started actually selling in January, and my question is, how much revenue did you make since? I would say close to $200,000 right now. January, February, March, April, and May. 5 months. Yeah, like the biggest, if there's like a setback with this program or something that I don't like, is the fact that, when you get a winner and when you have like this golden streak, if you don't plan things properly, you run out of stock very quick. That's a very bad problem. So I could have had probably even more sales, but like in April and like the last week of April and the first 2 weeks of May, I just ran out of products to sell. Like I sold everything almost. So basically it's like 5 calendaristic months, but like 4 real strong
Yeah,
sales.
like I actually sold maybe 4 months in a week or something like that I actually had sales on.
Got it. Perfect. You know, the running out of stock option is better than being left with dead stock. I would rather choose the running out of stock every single time, every single day, 2 times a day. So, how do you see the growth since January to February, March, April, May in terms of numbers? How did these stats look for you?
Okay, so I think in January I had like maybe $18,000 in sales. And also, honestly, I started like mid-January. You know, like after New Year's, you plan everything again for like.
You did 10K in your first half month.
Yeah, because I ordered products right after New Year's, and it took them like 10 days, a week to get to the actual warehouse. So honestly, it's probably even less than 4 months of actually having ads on to sell. So I think in January I made $18,000. In February I made another 35 or something, and March, April, May has been like close to 40, 50K a month each month.
That's amazing. That's really, really good. And that's pretty much how we're going to keep the trajectory for the next few months as well. And I'm 100% sure of that. So, do you consider that you need a lot of money in order to start doing this very scary inventory model? Because a lot of people are scared to death by the word inventory.
I don't understand why people will be scared by the word inventory. I know, because a lot of people, I assume your audience and all these people, they come from like drop shipping, and the key value proposition there is like sell without having inventory. I think having inventory is great because you offer clients faster shipping, better customer experience, all that kind of. You can actually do the cash on delivery system because you cannot do cash on delivery drop shipping stuff from China, or probably you could, but the mechanics of it would be way too complicated.
People don't understand that actually the difference is you can spend, the word is spend, money on ads in the US and gain zero back by testing products, or you can invest, and the word is invest money, the same, let's say $750. You can spend on ads, or you can invest in inventory, which turns out to be an actual asset in your business. And it also gives you a purchase price of a quarter than what you would pay for the same product if you were to dropship it one by one. The thing is that people are scared a lot of time to not invest money into a product that would not sell anymore. And they are scared of dead stock. And they don't understand that if you do things right, you are not going to be faced with dead stock unless like some crazy circumstances happen and I don't know, you buy like a Christmas product in November 25th and you run out of days to actually sell the product. Other than if you do a stupid mistake like this, there is close to zero chance of actually being left with that stock if you implement the process correctly.
Yeah, exactly. But see, like this is another thing that people don't, maybe people, they're just focused on the ads and they don't want to level up. Like you need to, upgrade your planning skills. Like all of a sudden, like I'm planning supply and demand, all this stuff. Like how long does it take to get the shipment in my warehouse? Negotiation. Like I've leveled up in so many skills that I didn't have a year ago. Like a year ago, I just knew how to run ads. But now, like, I know all these terms importing, like DAP. I know how to negotiate volume and all that stuff. Like a lot of these things. And eventually, like, you find the rhythm, right? Like, because at the end of the day, it's a rhythm. Like you start selling a low number of, let's say, 1,000 products the first month. You make 18K, but then you reinvest that in the next month to get 2,000 products. You sell double. And then the third month, you reinvest that and you already are making 40, 50K. And then it's kind of like you never drop below that because you're constantly like reinvesting.
Yeah, this is a type of business from which you can make a lot of money if you're able to be humble enough in the first 3 to 6 months to let it grow by itself without stabbing it in the back by withdrawing a lot of money from your accounts to fund a lavish lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't think I've taken money yet out of the. Well, I've only taken money out for ads.
That's very, like, it's normal. It's a business expense. But yeah, well, that's kind of it. I really had a lot of value from the interview with you. I hope the people that are listening have also been able to kind of understand and feel your honesty. I'm happy that we were able to help you get to 200K, and I'm looking forward to get on the next one with you when you're at 500K in the next 5 to 6 months by the time year ends. Extra 500K. And yes, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you stopping your activity to share your experience with us. And I wish you all the best. And again, thanks for your trust.
Thank you. I appreciate your guys' help. And as I said, if anybody's on the fence about joining your program, just don't be. Take a chance. Like, these guys are really trying to help their clients. They're not just like, okay, I'm going to sell you these videos, watch them, and that's it. They're actually in the trenches with you. And you guys also have, like, it's not like you're full-time coaches. You still have your own e-commerce stores.
We still have the gig at the same time, so we've not closed one channel to start the other one.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like we're all on the same boat somehow, and that's really helpful. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, and all the best. Thank you. Bye-bye.